Welcome back to Zwartkops Raceway, the arena of motorsport. Good to see some celebrities in the house. Double G, Greg Gildenhuys here supporting the Extreme Festival. And lots of youngsters coming out to be entertained here as well. autObarn Superhatch are in the house. This is their home circuit and they're looking to entertain here on the black stuff. At the front end, it's been a battle between the two Hondas of Jonathan du Toit and Brett Garland. But that man there, Chris Davison, will certainly be looking to get into the front end battle. Karel Stolz has improved dramatically in the Pretoria Noord Toyota. And in Class B, it's all about Nick Martin, Andre Danhauser, and Beloy. autObarn enjoying great coverage out of this class and expect to see more of the same now as they get out onto track for another heat and another big battle. On board with Alex Marks, halfway through the pack. It looks like it's a good start there coming from du Toit, but on the inside we're going to have a little bit of maneuvers. Yes, the Jestic car just squeezing through there, and Tyler Scott's going to hang on for now, but du Toit is already around the outside and looking to attack down into turn 2. Mel Spur with a great start there in the Volkswagen Polo, just ahead of Karel Stolz, and here comes Ishmael Beloy and Nick Martin in the RDG Cadet. On his tail, Sammy G applying pressure around the outside. Looks like some issues there for Louis Scholz. Didn't quite get the start he wanted. Look at Mel Spur though, mixing it up in amongst the Class A's, and Danhauser all over the back of her. Having a super run on the inside. Andre Danhauser looking for a chance to squeeze through on Mel Spur. Looks like he might just have the edge there. And that little Corsa just squeezes the Polo out. Louis Scholz, 777, the car care clinic car, absolutely flying ahead of the Rexdiff and gearbox machine. And you can see Nick Martin having a little bit of a battle there in that mid-pack. Radha van Heerden in the Hot Wheels Peugeot sneaking up on the inside of the Pretoria Noord Toyota of Karel Stolz. Stolz gets the motor down one position. Nice to see some new sponsors involved in this category. As you can see, Hot Wheels getting involved there, Pretoria Noord Toyota right behind them. And then it's side-by-side action in this pit back. Oh, it's so good to see. Remember, you've got Class A, B, and C fighting at the moment. Barry Fullion will be leading Class C's at this stage. The Class B battle is not sorted out just yet because Nick Martin is starting to make his way to the front. Had a bit of a slow start. He's now got his sights firmly set on Stolz, and just up the road there, he'll be looking more importantly towards Ishmael Beloy and Andre Danhauser. As we look back from Robert Grieve, we just looked from the front end. Now he's straight into the clutches of Stringer. Stringer looking to come on the inside. He just drifts wide ever so slightly. Is he good enough on the brakes? Yes, he is. What a move there. Squeezing through and forcing his stablemate wide back on board with Grieve. The two of them nearly coming together. The two Peugeots very, very close as they came out, and it looks like Grieve's car a little bit more straight line speed than Stringer. And Stringer under attack at the moment. You can see right on his tail is that little Golf. And it looks like some maneuvers being made there by Alex Marks. Sandro Godino in the mid-pack as well, also running in the Volkswagen Golf, but Louis Scholz is looking pretty dangerous right now and running with Nick Martin. Nick Martin actually bringing that man along for the ride. Martin now looking to try and squeeze out Mel Spur. Can he get past yet? Shouldn't be too much of a difficult issue there. Mel Spur giving a little bit more room. I think she might be battling a little bit still to get used to that new car. But slowly but surely making massive, massive inroads into Class A. Because remember, it is a turbocharged car, so she has to run the G&H transport machine in Class A. Now under attack from Louis Scholz. Scholz trying on the inside, and here comes, oh, what a move there. The Van Nieuwenhuizen machine on the 16 car of Robert Grieve trying to squeeze out on Louis Scholz. And now action behind them as well as cars go left, right, and center and onto the dirty stuff. At the front end, Jonathan du Toit still hanging on. Doesn't seem that Brett Garland has got an answer in the autObarn car, but let's see what happens. The Trans-Africa Racing Honda leads things out as we see Scholz running off. Louis made a big mistake in turn 2, and I think he was caught out by the 71 machine there of Sandro Godino. Two of them might have come together. We'll have to keep an eye on that one and see what happens afterwards. There is 1 and 2, and that's second place, and the gap between first and second is comfortable, and I think it's enough for Jonathan du Toit to take it to the line. Du Toit hanging on for now. Garland heading up into the sunset. It's a Sassel race day, and they're heading to Sassel corner right now. He's very late on the brakes and turns in. He runs, of course, total fuel in that car. The Briars are absolutely smoking at the moment, and there's smoking action on track, as well as Danhauser has been demoted to second. Nick Martin has got through. What a drive there from Nick Martin. He's up in the first place. There's the first 3 cars in Class B. Danhauser right on his tail, the Pro Auto rubber machine, and then it's the Trans-Africa Racing second of those Hondas, and Ishmael Beloy behind the wheel. New man to the class, Freddie Watkins, has had a bit of a baptism of fire here, but I'm sure he's going to be loving life. Mel hanging on. She seems to have lost a little bit more ground there, and Zane van Zyl has got through. The checkered flag is waiting for Jonathan du Toit. He's going to take this victory and some more valuable championship points in Class A and the overall in the autObarn Superhatch. Second place going to Brett Garland, and third place to Karel Stolz. Here comes the bees though, right on the tail of Renault. But it's going to be Nick Barton in baby blue to take another victory ahead of Dan Hauser, and right there is Ishmael Beloy. In Class C, Barry Fulyun is the man to catch and beat, and he did a great job in the BB Diagnostics machine, and that Opel Cadet was not bettered as he comes across the line to win out over Watkins and Priestley. There is the top 5, 6, 7 and 8 overall, with Jonathan de Dooy taking Brett Garland and Carl Stoltz to the line, Scott Van Heerden, Martin and Dan Hauser with Ishmael Beloy there. Then it was Robert Grieve ahead of Trevor Stringer, Zane van Zyl, Mel Spur in 12th, Skoltz in 13, Gerber, Marks and Godino making up the 16. In 20th place, a brand new man to the class, John Langer. Let's find out how his day was.
First time out, bunch of amazing guys and girls as well. They showed me the ropes. They're still a newcomer. Quite interesting. It was quite nerve-wracking the first race, but like I said, the guys really showed me the ropes and it was an amazing time. Really amazing time, yeah. Enjoyed it fully.
From 20th, let's go to first, Jonathan de Dooy winning out today.
Second race I had a good start, and then I thought, you know what, I'm in the lead into turn 2. I'm going to get my head down and just keep going. Got a little bit of a gearbox issue. I missed a gear, 2 gears in the first race, so I didn't want Brett too close behind me. So I put my head down and pulled the gap, and it was good.
From Zwartkops, we head to Dalmas and to the Red Star Raceway, and expect to see this kind of action at Red Star Raceway and the next round of the Extreme Festival. We'll see you there on the 2nd of September. A big thanks to InvestChem Chemical Logistics, autObarn and Bridgestone Tyres for all this action from the Extreme Festival.